and Rocky the dog. What's up, y'all? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. You guys, we're taking our evening walk. We've walked about a mile already, but I'm make it a little longer because I found another walking area in the neighborhood next to mine, and I'm gonna walk over. Rocky, get out them ants. I'm gonna walk over there. Um, this is a nice walk. It's a nice evening here. There's a little breeze, so it's not too hot. The sun done went down a lot, so I figured let me walk, and then on my last leg of the walk, as usual, I can talk to you guys. But guys, Rocky is doing what Rocky usually do, which is walk and pee and poop in these people's yards. That's what he do. Can't stop him. You guys, I did a Temu haul for Rocky too. I bought him some clothes because I take him to the farmers market on Saturdays when I'm off. We might go tomorrow because I think I'm off. But so I bought him some little doggy out. How y'all doing? Good. And so I'm gonna do an unboxing. I don't know when I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna record it. Hopefully I got space on my phone. I took some stuff off my phone, so hopefully I got space on my phone because I don't want to buy extra space. I need to buy another phone so I can phone just record. Anyway, you guys, what I wanted to talk to you guys about, Rocky stopping the poop. I'm across the street. Um, what I wanted to talk to you guys about, you guys, because I'm looking on the internet. Do you guys know this lady, Mama Poo Poo? She got all these. Well, I ain't gonna say she got all these kids. I think she got 4 or 5 kids. Two girls. I think she got 5 kids because I think she got 2 girls and 3 boys. And I ain't gonna lie, I watched her video because she said one thing I'm doing, I'm feed these kids. So she feed a lot of people trying to get on her because she feed them a lot of fast food. But so I watch her video just to see what she feeding them and stuff like that. And I don't have no issue with fast food because sometimes you be tired, you work, or whatever. Look at Rocky. And so long as they eat. But the other night, and you guys probably already know about this because I think it happened like 3 or 4, maybe 5 days ago. I was looking on the internet. You're just minding my own business, just nothing to do. So I was looking on the internet. And I saw a video of her. I think she was on TikTok, but somebody posted it to YouTube. And she was on there going off on her daughter, like just talking about her daughter. Her daughter is 18, Sadie, I think. I think her name is Mercedes, but they call her Sadie. And she's a cute little girl, And I was just looking at it, and I was like, and I ain't gonna lie, I like the lady because she be talking junk, but I don't think I really like her too much no more after this because like that lady was airing her daughter out on TikTok. Like she was saying how the girl was doing all of this stuff, how the girl went and laid up with some boy that she had hired to I think she hired him to find a little girl Jolly's pony or whatever. And that the girl but the concept of it is like you the mom and kids, teenagers especially, go through all kinds of peer pressure as it is. Like that girl might be, because she said a girl like it's 18 and 11th grade. So I think she was implying that the girl is a little slow or whatever. That's what I got from it. I don't know if that's really what she was saying, but that's what I got from it. But guys, that lady was on there talking about her daughter was laying up with people. And she was telling all her daughter business on some. She had to take her to a therapist at 8 years old because she was doing stuff to people's kids, you know. And I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, you her mom. You supposed to be. If you ain't gonna protect her, don't harm her, you know. So, like, I'm looking at the lady like I'm side eyeing her. So I listened to it. And I know the girl, she did a video. I think she did a video on IG and somebody put it on TikTok. Because I'm really not on them other. I'm on TikTok, but I was on IG, but I don't really go on there. But anyway, I think a girl did a video and explained that it was nothing like her mom was saying. Which of course she's gonna say that. All teenagers say that. But she's a teenager. You the mama. How you on here? Like, it's just like, I'm looking like, how are you, ma'am? Your big old age. However old she is. Oh, hi. Welcome in, Kaden. Welcome in. Welcome in, you guys. Hit the like button. It's free. It costs you guys nothing to hit the like button. Hit the like button. But anyway, she was on here saying how Sadie, had all these, like, it was, to me, it was stuff that we should have never knew about your child. And if we knew it, if we found out about it, it should have been somebody else saying it. It shouldn't have been you as a mother saying this kind of stuff about your young adult daughter. Like, you damn near call that girl a whore. On the internet with, and she got a big following with all these people watching. So I'm like, at that point, I was just like, I don't care what the child did, which she's not a child. She's a young adult. She's 18. But I don't care what she did at that point. I'm looking at you crazy. Cause I was looking at her crazy because I'm like, you actually on here airing your daughter out? And she said she was doing it because the daughter went to the internet first. Oh, hey y'all, welcome in. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in, item adjustment queen. The item adjustment queen. Welcome in. Yeah, it was crazy. And I'm like, you know how crazy you look? And nothing against my vanilla people, but I'm talking to black people right now. Black people, we don't let our standards fall so low to the damn ground. We'll do anything for a coin because can't nobody tell me that was to benefit her daughter. That was to make some money. That was to get some views and to go viral. You threw your child out there where everybody know her. This girl still go to school. That's crazy. She still go cute dog. Oh, thank you, Tucker. This is Rocky the dog. We walk 2 or 3 times a day. Usually I record in the morning, but it's been so nice here in Florida that I've been walking in the afternoon. Well, I walk in the evening anyway, but I decided, maybe I'll record at night because I'm in the evening because a lot of times I'll be getting off of work in the morning. So I'll be tired. I work all night. So I'll be tired. So anyway, I come on and record me walking Rocky the dog, see what he's doing. Usually he's just pooping in people's yard, peeing in people's yard. And I'm mad at the people. And I ain't mad at the people in this neighborhood. This is the neighborhood next to mine. I'm mad at the people in my neighborhood because they reported Rocky to Animal Patrol um, for being off the leash, which has been off the leash for 2 years. Y'all just reporting it, But anyway, that's not here or there. That's a story for another day. But that's usually what I come on and talk about. But I wanted to talk about this mama poo poo lady, you know, because I'm like, black people, if y'all on here, if y'all not on here, get on here because we have gone too far. It used to be when I was growing up, I don't give a damn what kids did. It was just certain things you ain't gonna put on no. Well, the internet wasn't out back then, but it was even certain things you ain't gonna tell nobody about your kids because you don't want your kids to get teased. You don't want your kids where people can look at your child sideways because if anybody call that girl a HOE, it's because her mama basically said she was a HOE. You know, and to me, that is crazy work. And I'm like, so, and I mean, teenagers, or I got three, well, I had three, they in their 30s now, but I got 3 kids. And let me tell you something, them kids, all of them done took me through the mill. And I ain't gonna lie to you, all of them done had their chances at 18. Every last one of my kids at 17 to 18, when they felt like they was grown, packed their bags and moved out because they said I had too many rules, I was too strict. All of them packed their bags and moved out. And I told them, only thing, if they were still in school, I said, the only thing I want you to do, you ain't never got to come back. I want you to be safe and I want you to graduate. They all came back because they realized you ain't going to live for free nowhere else. You ain't going to eat for free nowhere else. So they all came back. But this lady, she, So I said that to say, I know how it is to have teenagers. I know how mad they can make you. I know how they can make you angry because you're trying to teach them right, and then they want to be out here. But that's what teenagers do. When you were 17, 18, you would want to be out there too. You have a trust that you taught your kids right and that they gonna do what's right. You know? But even if they don't, it's still a level of protection you have to put around your kids. You don't come to, I don't care if you're a content creator. I don't care what you do, how you get your money. That lady, I guess she make a lot of money, but I don't care how she get her money. And I don't care what good things she do because she always on there talking about stuff. She do for the community. She do this, she do that. All that went out the window for me. When I seen that lady, I have no respect for that lady because you, like that girl probably you never know. You could have somebody, um, do something to their self. Like these teens are already dealing with a lot of peer pressure. And if you can't protect them, don't harm them. If she can't protect that girl from the world, don't harm her. Don't do nothing to harm her. And what she did harmed her. Because she damn near came on there and said the girl was slow. She did say she was slow. She said she IEP. Now this is what this lady said about her own child. If she's slow, ma'am, you slow. Because guess what? She's a product of you. You raised her. You said none of the daddies was there. I think she got like three different baby daddies for the 5 kids. None of the daddies was there. She said that. I heard her say that on another video, not on the video she made the other night. On another video, she said that none of the daddies was there. She don't want them to be there. She don't want them to give her nothing for her kids because she don't want them to have no say in her kids' life. She said that. So if that's how you feel, and you saying your daughter is IEP, who got to take some of that blame? It's not just on her. You got to take some of the blame too, ma'am, because you raised her. If your daughter is a HOE, like you made it out for her to be, which I don't think the girl is, but you never know what your kids doing out there in the streets. I never said I ain't know what my kids was this or that because I don't know when they out of my sight. I don't know what they doing because I know when I was out of my mama's sight, I was a HOE. You know, when I was 17 18. But I grew up in the projects. That's what people did out there, and that don't make it right. But that's what the culture I was in, and I tried to teach my girls not to be that, and I tried to teach them how to be ladies and to respect themselves. But when they left that house, I don't know what they was doing. But and that's the farthest I will go if people say I seen your daughter doing this, I seen your daughter doing that. I don't claim it and I don't deny it. I say I don't know what they doing. They might have been doing it, but I don't engage. I didn't engage in no conversation where I was saying my daughter was slow. She did something to other people's kids. I had to get her therapy. You done did. If that girl got issues, that lady done did more harm to her own child for y'all to give her some likes and views. Now I think, and this is my personal opinion, black people, like I said, I ain't talking to y'all Caucasian. Raise your kids how you want to raise your kids. But I ain't got nothing against y'all. I don't know how I feel to be a Caucasian. I ain't got nothing against the Caucasian, but I'm not Caucasian. I'm black. So I'm talking to the people that I know, that I was raised up around. And I know when I was growing up, ain't no way no mama would have got, even if the internet would have been out there. It's just no way no decent mama would have got on the internet and talked about their child and said all this stuff about their child. Because once you put this stuff, mama poo poo, if you see this video, which I don't care, I hope you do see it, because you need to be shamed. But you gonna get on there and start cussing and say you ain't shamed. And they had the nerve to say I'm a good mother. I take care of my kids. No, lady, you just did emotional harm to your child. A girl who already is probably struggling, wanting the attention of a boyfriend, and boys probably, because the girl's a cute little girl, and the boys probably telling her all kinds of stuff, because you done said she IEP. And if they ain't telling her all kinds of lies, they finna start telling her all kinds of lies because you done said your child is IEP. and that she like to be out there having sex and do it with anybody. You said this. Her mother that pushed her out, gave birth to her, and raised her. And then in the same video, had the nerve to look at Rocky pooping in these people's yard, child. He never failed. Now I need to bring a bag over here because these people ain't did nothing to me. Now my neighborhood, I don't bring no bag. I'm trying to get over being bad for the animal control. But over here, I need to bring a bag. But anyway, you sat on the internet and you said your child was IEP. You basically said she was HOE. You said she do stuff to kids, like kind of like she be the way I took it like she be messing with them or something. And you said all of this about your own child. It's already bad enough that you said you keep their daddy out their life, because some of them kids' daddy might want to be in their life. I don't know. I don't know these people from a can of paint. All I know was they show on the internet, and black people, we need to do better. I'm saying that because somebody needs to say it. Black people, y'all done gone too far. Y'all done gone too DAM far. Or is it DAMN? Either one of them. DAMN. Y'all done gone too far. Because y'all know, in our culture, I don't know about nobody, like I said, I don't know about nobody else's culture. Because I ain't in that culture. But we was raised better than this. We was raised to do better than this. Even though we all had problems with our kids and we gave our parents problems. But ain't nobody back in the day would dare come on the internet and say all of that about their own child and then open their mouth and say, I'm a good mother. I don't care what y'all say, I'm a good mother. And I thought the lady was a good mother. I'm not lying. I done got down in some people comments and said, because people was like, she feed her kids all junk, fast food, and all of this stuff. I said, listen, because she supposed to be buying some land. That's why I started watching her. Because she supposed to be buying some land and she was going to put all her kids a house on the land and give them a car when they graduate. She was going to make sure all her kids, that's what she was doing, all this internet stuff, she said, when I first started watching her. And so I'm like, that's a good thing. So I was very impressed with her. But I ain't gonna lie, I done seen her cuss out y'all that watch her. Me, because I ain't a fan of her. I watch her because I be watching to see what she be doing for her kids, and I want to see if she really gonna, buy them a house and stuff like that, which I think she is. But who gonna want to be around her? Because clearly, when you get that dog, let me get across the street, child. It's a big old dog. Hold on, y'all. Even though the owner out there, I still don't play with these dogs will come and the owner be right there. But anyway, so even though she said she gonna do all that good stuff, all that stuff went out the window for me when I heard how that lady was on. And I understand you angry. I can understand that because my kids done made me angry. And I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. My daughter done went on TikTok and talked about me. Now the people said, now I ain't even look at the TikTok that my daughter talked about me on. Cause the people say she didn't say my name, but they knew it was me, right? I don't care. Cause I know I did the best I could by you. And yeah, whatever you was mad about, I feel like you was wrong and I was right. And I left at that. And if I had something to say to you, I said it to you. I didn't dare go on the internet and say it. Now, if you go on the internet and talk about me, okay, that's fine. But you the child. If you that silly to do that, you the child. I'm not gonna go back and talk about you to try to get these people opinion because ain't there person on this internet help me raise my kids. Why I care about what y'all think about my kids for me or about what my kids saying about me. So even if the girl did talk about her mama on the internet, so what? That don't justify you, ma'am, mama poo poo or whatever the heck your name is. That don't justify you one day going on there and saying your child is slow, she ain't graduated, because you gotta take ownership of a lot of this. But you ain't taking the ownership. You started talking about her. You start taking ownership. You need to look in the mirror and you need to look at you because everything ain't worth $1. It's some things you gotta let that dollar go on and go. Because y'all little dollars that y'all helping her get on the internet, which I believe is a lot because she always spending money, you know. But now I think she just do it for a front. I don't even believe that she do it for her kids. Like she say she doing it for her kids. I think she do it for content. I think the lady doing it all for content. But I don't know that to be a fact because I don't know these people. I know what she showed me. I know the videos that I look at, but I don't know them folks. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because I don't know if y'all seen it or you can Google Mama Poo Poo on YouTube. Somebody, because a lot of people got it up, and a lot of people, everybody's saying the same thing. Why would you come on here and talk about your daughter? And anybody that's telling that lady any differently, oh, you did right, they wrong too. They ain't shit mother too. They got to be, because for you to agree with this lady for talking about this young girl that's still in school. You know how cruel kids are in school, especially when you're a pretty girl, and they already probably don't like her because she's pretty. And then her mama give her all kinds of money. Mama said she gave her $2,000, and she said the girl gave the money to the boy that was looking for the whore. The boy said the girl ain't gave him because the boy made a video. The boy said he had sex with the girl, and the girl ain't gave him no money, and he ain't put her out of his car. Now these are everything the mama said, and even the boy came on to rebuke all of this. And he 19. But the point is, nobody should have had to defend your daughter. That's your child. First of all, you shouldn't have never put her in that situation. You're supposed to defend her, not tear her down, not make things harder for her. Because now when that girl go to school and anybody get mad at her, all they going to throw up in her face, your mama said you IAP. Your mama said you a HOE. Your mama said you do stuff to young kids. She even said the girl was going with a 14-year-old boy or something that's like that. Why would you come to the internet and tell that even if it's all true, even if every bit of it is true, why would you come to the internet and tell that girl business like that and put that girl out there like that and knowing that you putting her to be subjected to abuse and be teased, not even only in school, on the internet. Some of these kids are cruel. They gonna probably go right up on their girl comments and say, "Girl, I knew you was IEP. I knew you was slow. Now your mama saying it." No, Mama Poo Poo, you IEP and you got some issues, and you need to go get some counseling. You said you got your daughter some counseling. You need to go get you some counseling because, ma'am, if you can find any right in what you did, it ain't no right to be found. So, you guys, go check out that video, and send Sadie some love. Send her some encouragement because that girl needs some encouragement. But she said she doing okay. She back home now. They made a video. She even made a video of the girl coming back home because the girl had asked. But the girl said she told her, "You 18. You don't have to give me no excuse. You can walk out the door anytime." So the girl said that's what she did. And I think she really did it to keep from arguing with her mama. So, um, so the girl said that's what she did. How y'all doing? Good. And so she said that she left, but she made a video. Well, they both made a video, and then she said that she was back home and she was hugging her and all of this stuff. But you've done the damage now, ma'am. You've done damage to your child that you can't reverse. Because once you put something on this internet, y'all, you can't take it back. Oh, you can take the video down, but everybody don't click this video. Like a lot of content creators don't click this video because all she want to do is be content. We're going too far on this internet, y'all. And I know people make good money, and I know she making good money. I don't know how much she making. I don't really care, but I know she making decent money. But that went too far for you to throw your child out there like that. Like you just throw your child for the wolves to just devour her. For what? For you to make content? You ain't had no better content. Keep making videos about you feeding your kids fast food. Keep doing it. I'd rather see that because it's shameful, y'all, black people. I'm telling you, it's shameful what y'all doing. And I don't care what nobody says, but somebody needs to say it because y'all done lost all your morals and values. We was raised, especially you you was born in the 60s, like me, I was born in 1968. If you was born in the 60s and 70s, your parents raised you with values where I don't care what that kid doing. You chastise them in private. You don't go on the internet full of people where you got thousands of followers. And I don't know how many followers that lady got. Don't care. But you did this and you ranting and raving. You started telling them you a good mama. And the only reason I brought it to the internet because she brought it first. That's an 18-year-old girl, ma'am. You 30, 40 years old. You know? I don't care what she did first. You the example. You supposed to be the prototype for her, not her enemy. You know? So all that mess you talking about, some what she did and how she did it first, and that's why you doing it, don't go nowhere with me. All these cars coming, yo, I'm talking across the street, and all these cars, that don't go nowhere with me. It don't. It don't fly with me because you are the one supposed to be setting the example, especially for a young lady. And if you ain't gonna set an example, darn sure don't be her enemy. Darn sure don't tear your child down on the internet because that's out there now. That's in the atmosphere forever. This girl gonna be 30 or 40 years old, and guess what? It's still gonna be one person that'll never let her forget. Are there any Russians? Oh, I'm not a Russian. Are there any Russians on here? They said. She still gonna have to. It's gonna still be one person that's gonna remember that and gonna constantly tell her, "Your mama said, girl, remember when you was 18 and your mama got mad at you for being with that boy?" And the boy had nothing but good things to say about that girl. And she said you was this. She said you was IAB. She said you was AGO. She said you did stuff to little kids when you was 8. And she had to get you help. You know that is crazy. So black people, please do better. That's all I'm saying. Do better. How y'all doing? Do better. Do better by your children. If you can't do better by them, don't do harm to them. You know. And that's all I had to say on that. Well, I wanted to say something on that because, like I said, that kind of like threw me for a loop. Look at Rocky. Come on, Rocky. You know, that kind of like threw me for a loop for a black, even, a black parent. And that lady is at least 35 or 40. I don't think she's more like in her 40s, but she's at least 35 or 40. You ain't no young girl. So you ain't got really no excuses why you went on the internet and said that. You can say, oh, well, she took it there first. That's why I'm on here. Ma'am, you ain't 18. Your daughter 18. You ain't 18, 19, or 17. So that ain't no excuse either. Y'all, I'm at my house, so I'm finna get off. But y'all, please, black people. And like I said, Caucasian people, this ain't no diss towards y'all. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Because I don't know nothing about y'all. Like, I really don't. I ain't got nothing against the Caucasian race. Y'all raise your children how you raise them. That ain't my business. Even black people, it really ain't my business how you raise your kids. Because you raise your kids how you raise them. But I am saying, I know Spanish and Russian. Can we speak Spanish? Child, I don't know Russian. I don't know Spanish or Russian. But what I am saying to black people, we got to do better. We got to do better. We can't be out there just throwing our kids to the wolves like this. We can't, and if you can't help them, don't hurt them. Like I said, my kids, I'm telling you the truth, my kids don't like me. And that's okay. I mean, they deal with me, but they don't like me because I tell them what's right. And they don't like it because the kids don't want it. When I was 17, 18, I didn't want to hear what was right. I didn't want my mama to tell me. I thought she was trying to run my business and tell me what to do. So I already know that's what they think. And I am trying to run their business and tell them what to do because I don't want you to fall into the same snares that I fell into because I ain't had nobody to tell me. My mom had mental illness. So I ain't had nobody to tell me what was right and what was wrong. So I was out there looking for love in all the wrong places and made some bad choices and made some bad decisions. So I don't want y'all to make the same decision. That's what you're supposed to do for your kids. Don't be, and if you can't do that, that's fine. Some parents can't do it. And some kids don't want to hear it. And so if you can't do it, people, this is gonna be my last word, and I'm gonna get up off of here. But if you can't do that, don't you bring your butt on this internet. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I went on Facebook and aired somebody out, but that was my cousin. And that was because it was in a moment of anger. That's why you have to watch anger, guys. You have to watch anger. Because if you let yourself get to a point of anger, and I was ashamed that I did that, but I was hurt. And that ain't no excuse, just like what Mama Poo Poo did ain't no excuse. So I'm not saying what I did was right, but it was what I am saying, it wasn't my kid. It was another adult, and it's still, and I still was wrong. Y'all, I'm sitting in my car. And I still was wrong. Not own that I was wrong. And it caused the rift between me. Well, the rift was already there between me and my cousin, but it's kind of rift there that we don't really like. If we see each other, we say hi, but ain't no real relationship no more, which is okay because we all make mistakes. So I don't beat myself up for it. I wish I would did it, but I don't beat myself up for it. But don't go on there. This is your child. If you can't protect your child, don't harm them. And you did harm, ma'am, mother, Mama Poo Poo, whatever your name is, you did harm to your child. That's the last thing I'm gonna say on this. You did harm to your child. It's gonna follow your child probably for the rest of her life until she get up to real adulthood, to about 35 or 40 years old, where them kids grow up and realize that it ain't funny. Your child got to go to school and hold her head up with those kids talking about, girl, your own mama said you was an AGO. Look at Rocky. Rocky even mad. Look at Rocky. Rocky even mad. Yeah, we mad. So y'all, black people, we gotta do better. Black people, we got to do better. We got to do better because we used to pride ourselves on family, taking care of our family, supporting our kids. We might ain't have no money. We might have had to grow up in the projects and was or on a farm and was poor as dirt. But one thing we did, y'all, I done took my shoe off. Sorry, y'all. One thing we did do is protect our children and tried to raise them right and tried to take care of them. But girl, it shouldn't be no amount of money that makes you get on that internet and tear your child down. I don't care how bad you need views because I believe. Now I don't know what it was for. Maybe you was just that angry and hurt, but I don't believe that. I believe you did it straight for views. That's my opinion, and ain't nobody gonna change my mind on that. You sold your child out for views, and not only are you looking, only is Sadie side eyeing you, your other kids probably side eyeing you because they like if you would do that to her, will you do that to me? Am I next? Am I gonna get hit next? Because you need some views because your views is down and you need to make some money and you can't buy her away. You gonna go out there because that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna see a video now. Mark my words. Y'all gonna see a video of that lady taking Sadie somewhere and spending all kinds of money, or she gonna make a video because she makes video when on their birthday she give them thousands of dollars and all that stuff, buy them all kinds of name brand shoes. That don't mean a damn thing if you gonna sit there and drag your child through the mud. I'd rather for you to buy them clothes from Goodwill rather than drag them through the mud because you have scarred that girl to a point that's going to be hard for her to get over it. It's going to be hard for her to trust you. And no matter if your kids said or not, Mama Poo Poo, none of them going to trust you because they're going to feel like they next. Because, see, you want the content. So on that, y'all, I'm finna get off of here. Y'all, keep God first in everything you do. Keep God first in everything you do. Seek God in everything you do. Keep your circle small so that way you ain't letting no enemies come into your camp and stir up no mess. You know, keep your and make sure you pray. Ask God to protect you no matter where you go. I don't care if you're going down the street. Pray, ask God to protect you, put a hedge of protection around you, and not only you but your family and your children. And yeah, some of these kids is bad as the dudes. I told you I had 3 of them that took me through the mud and back. Took me through the mud. Still trying to take me through the mud. But them jokers in their 30s now, I don't let them take, I ain't gonna lie, I don't let them take me through the mud no more. I tell them now you're grown. Go on about your business. Cause you're grown. But don't come to the internet with your kids' business. Don't do that to your kids. No mother should do that. And she shouldn't have did it. And Mama Poo Poo, I'm saying it again. I want you to hear me. You wrong for that. You need to go and repent. And you can't buy. Don't go try to buy your daughter. No, you need to earn your daughter trust back because even the boy said they ain't did nothing. So you don't destroy your daughter for nothing. Because even the boy said nothing happened. They was just talking. She 18. You think she ain't gonna have a boyfriend? Or what you said, she like girls. You said she like girls and boys. And I'm saying what you said. I'm using your words because these are words you said. about your child. So anyway, guys, I'm get off of here. You guys have a good night. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the likes, you guys. I appreciate it. If you have not liked, commented, and subscribed, please subscribe to your girl Big Inch and Rocky, and follow us for our daily walks and talks, guys. But you guys look for my video on unboxing for Rocky little outfits. I bought him like 6 outfits and some more stuff. I bought him a bed. And I bought him these pads because he have all that stuff matted around his eyes. So I bought these pads to clean his eyes. So anyway, guys, look for those videos. Continue to support your girl, you guys. It's your girl, Big Ant. Love you guys. And like I said, no matter what you do, keep God first in everything you do. Love you guys. It's your girl, Big Ant. And Rocky the dog. And my shoe. And I'm out. Bye bye.